Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 17?
Yep,
17 of the Sunday Sessions podcast. This is a podcast where we, help each other out. It's scratch your back, I'll scratch mine. Whatever that saying is, that kind of ordeal. We help you cure your anxiety by sharing our own stories from the weekend and telling you some dumb decisions that we've made, and maybe you'll feel a bit better about your dumb decisions. I'm one of your hosts, Dowlo. I make vids. I make bad vids. Sorry, Zach. And I have even worse mates.
That's right. I'm the other bad mate. Sorry, Zach. And guys, we are not alone in the studio today.
What?
We're joined by a lovely guest. Who we've
Good
had-
looking guest.
Great looking, funny, tall, jacked.
Oh, stop.
We've had the pleasure of being hanging out with him the last couple of hours, and just an all-around good bloke. So
Thank you.
Welcome, Austin Bourgeois.
That's it. Didn't butcher it at all.
From Love Island, the winner of Love Island.
Yes.
We wouldn't get one of the losers on, the winner of Love
Why
Island.
would you want that?
Austin, how you doing?
Good. How are you, boys?
yeah,
Very well.
great.
And it's a pleasure to have you on because you are an actual fan of the podcast
I
and you listen to the
fucking
episodes.
love this podcast, bro.
So-
I'll show you. No bullshit. I'll show you that everything's been played.
It
on
means
Spotify.
so much more knowing that he's
Yeah.
listened to every single episode.
Bro, I fucking love it.
Yeah, because you'll
Days
send
off.
me things like that are references, like very small references from one point in the podcast. I'm like, oh, this is a real one.
Yeah,
It's like you and
fucking oath.
Chris from the gym, the two
Yeah.
super fans. Before we really get into it, though, me and Ben have a little update, life update.
We do.
And that's
news.
It's August.
Which means one thing.
Zach, producer Zach, what's it mean?
Means it's dry July.
End of dry July. So if you're a long time listener to the podcast in the last couple of weeks, you know that me and Ben were doing dry July, which is shit house. I felt absolutely no better for it. Wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I just needed to prove to myself that I could because I'd failed doing 30 days sober twice in my life. And I was like, fuck it, this is the time. I've got to do it. I've got to stop drinking. And I did it. And there was many a time where I wanted to break it. And honestly was very fucking
I
close.
really wanted you to break it as well. On the Friday night, 2 days before July was over, when Carlton and Collingwood were playing each other, and I wasn't in Melbourne, I Uber Eats a 6-pack of Coronas to our house and got Liam to pick him up, and I was like, you better fucking drink those beers.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't is because Collingwood lost.
Yeah, Collingwood lost and I was in a shit mood and I was like, fuck it, I've got to not do it. But to celebrate the end of dry July, August 1st, I stayed up the night before August 1st until 12 p.m.
Yeah,
And I had
fucking
a
alcohol.
I had a Corona.
I was just gonna say,
So they were in the
that's a fucking
fridge, and I was
alcoholic.
like, "Fuck! I need to taste this. I need to have a Corona." So I stayed up till 12, had one. Tasted a lot more alcoholic than the non-alcoholic beers
Was
I
it
was
like
having.
amplify, because you were just sober for so long? That were,
I
the
felt
taste
drunk.
buds. You're like,
Yeah,
whoa.
no, it tasted a lot more like vodka-y, the beer than normal.
Wow.
And then, so anyway, I went to bed with the biggest grin on my face. I went to bed just smiling. Woke up, and then I woke up and I was like feeling a little, because we were walking because you had done it with us. We were walking the Tan, which is a walking track in Melbourne every day at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we hadn't been doing it, and we were supposed to do it that day, and all of us slept in. And it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, Ben, you got to come into my room and hype me up. And he burst in with a speaker playing like hardcore rap, and he had like a dry scoop of pre-workout, and then bought in a couple beers, and then Zach came in and did a couple goon spins, and that really set the tone for the day. We did still get some work done and go to the gym.
Got the gym in.
Yeah.
Got some shit we needed to tick off, but then
Oh.
I reckon by like 11:30 we were at the pub.
Wow.
Yeah, so we went to the pub.
Did you pub crawl?
We did
Yeah,
a
we
little-
did.
yeah, did a
We
little
went
pub
to
crawl.
3 different pubs. Went to Sporting Globe, which was an absolute letdown.
Nah, that was pretty good.
That was shit house. They were playing such sad music that Ben had to
Yeah.
ask him to play less.
fucking
He's like, can you
shit.
please play some more upbeat music? Because it was like the songs you would actually just cry to.
It was
Oh,
like
what the fuck?
they got the songs out of my Ben's Alone Time playlist. that's what they were
Just
playing.
started
But
playing
me and Ben played the Misfit Minds boys in a game of pool, and we lost, and we had to give them $50.
Oh, we were winning, but then we hit the black ball.
Yeah, we were
So,
smoking them. And then, so we said, "Oh, we'll give you $50." And then we're like, "Oh, do you want to just put it all on a horse, and we'll just split the winnings if it wins?" So we put $50 on a cherry dog, and it won, and we had $180. So we were just
That's
like
all
drinking
right.
through that. Yeah, so it was a little win we needed. And then we ended up just drinking, and I got pretty shit
Getting
faced,
smashed. And then I got a drunk text.
and then
I got a lot of drunk texts from Liam.
Liam,
Yeah.
what happened that night?
Every time Liam fucking gets drunk, he always messages me and goes, I fucking miss you, bro, so much. Move to fucking Melbourne.
That's good as. Do you want to tell the listeners what you did in your bed?
no,
Did
no,
I?
What about you want to tell me?
no. I threw up in the bed. All right, you happy,
your
guys?
sleep.
At least I didn't piss the bed.
Yeah.
I didn't actually piss the bed.
What's
so
worse? Peeing or vomiting?
Nah,
I would say
vomiting.
vomiting.
Yeah,
way
100%.
Pissing
More
the
like-
bed's more funny,
True.
and like it's just like you wake up and you're like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't really harm anyone. Throw up's disgusting, but.
Fuck.
Anyway, that's how Dry July is going. It's ended, and I couldn't be happier, and I'll never do it again, ever again. So, anything to add on that?
No, I'm with you. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, it was just so boring. But okay, into you, because this is about you, not us.
Oh.
We met in a pretty outrageous way.
Pretty bizarre way, yeah.
Talk to us about that. Tell the viewers how we met, because I can't be fucked telling anyone.
So we met through a brand deal. We went to Japan.
Oh yeah, we did.
And that was pretty fucking fun. But it was like, honestly, it was like fate. Like we were together the whole time, and then for some reason the other two boys went off and they went through, and me and Liam got stuck in this fucking line.
Customs
line for like 3 hours.
At the airport.
Yeah,
At the
because
fucking
the other
Japan
two
airport.
boys like just they were just
No, they
like,
went through priority.
They
didn't
went through priority and just walked straight through. And we were like, oh, it's Japan. We don't want to disrespect anyone's
Get
culture.
arrested or
So we
anything.
went in the customs line, longer than San Fran, LA.
Bro,
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
And so many times we were like, oh, let's duck under the ropes and go through priority. And we bitched it every time.
because we would go to the end because it was like a little snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the customs line was over here, so every time we got to this end, we were like, "Fuck, should we go?" And then like either me or Liam were like, "Oh, we're kind of close to the
Yeah.
fucking."
Yeah, and we're
it's
like-
been 40 minutes.
And-
What if we have to go to the end of the fucking line
Yeah.
again?
And because we lined up for like, I don't know, like close to 3 hours. And we were like halfway to the front of the like fucking barriers when we got there. And then when we were planning on cutting out, it was like triple the size. So
Yeah.
like if we fuck
if
this
we
up, it'll be
fuck
like
it,
a
yeah.
good 6 hours that we're in
Fuck.
here.
yeah, so it was fucked, but it gave us good bonding time.
And then it fully fucked us for the whole first day because we missed the bullet train to Huckabah.
That wasn't
So-
our fault though.
Yeah, and then we just we were on public transport for the whole first day, and we were only there for 5 days. So
Yeah.
it fucked us.
Fuck.
Yeah, it full fucked us. But yeah, then from that point onwards,
Yeah, we were just sleeping
became
together.
Yeah, pretty
hooking up.
much. Just the usual, really.
But, well, for those people who don't know you or Love Island, Love Island is a show where you go and find love on an island.
Yes.
And talk to us through like the application process for that, because I think everyone would be pretty interested. Because this is from what I know. You go online and you apply.
Yeah.
And they just like you go through like a million fucking different interviewee things, and they get the herd from like 20,000 or whatever applicants down to like whatever they take on the show. Like, what was it actually like? Talk to us through how you did it.
So for me, it was different. I was actually meant to go on season 3. I was going to go season before. But I said no because I had a really good opportunity for soccer, and so I was like, I prefer making it in soccer than going to Love Island. So I did that. Anyways, so season 4, but I was the only, obviously aside from like Al, I was the only person that they reached out to. Like they messaged me on Instagram. They were like, "Hey, we found you an Insta."
How many followers did you have?
Fuck, bro, like 1,300.
Yeah, right.
Fuck all. Like I had like fuck all. And like I got a little bit of clout from TikTok. So I had like close to 10K maybe on TikTok. So I was really small. And then they just messaged me on Insta and they were like, "Hey, you keen?" I was like,
So that's when you know that you're a good-looking person in the
Yeah.
world.
Love Island,
Is when Love Island message you and say, "Come on, Love Island," because you're fit.
yeah, it was pretty far because like even with the whole process of going forward, everyone was like nervous and shit. But like for me, they were just like, "You're fucking in, like just fucking
Yeah.
just kill it. Like
Yeah.
you're good to talk to. Like you've got everything. Just kill it." So it was pretty breezy. Like I rewatched. It was actually funny. About 2-3 weeks ago, because they're starting to cast for the new season now, and so we caught up with the producers, and we got to see, because they do like this little interview period where like it's just you and a camera, and it's 6 producers there, and they just fucking rapid fire you questions to suss your personality, this and that. And I got to watch my one that me and Claudia did. Claudia watched hers, I watched mine. I was chill as fuck because I knew, like, they told me, like, "You're in." Like,
Yeah.
so I was like laying in my seat, like, yeah, like I do this, this, and this. And then Claudia was like you could tell that she was stressed and, you know, all this shit was happening. So, yeah, I was completely different from everyone else. Everyone else had to apply.
It's so funny that like that was your experience because I remember, and I don't know whether she'll care that I'm telling this, but I'm going to tell it anyway. My sister Katie applied to be on Big Brother, and it was like her life purpose to be on Big Brother.
And that's everyone's life.
Yeah,
purpose,
and
bro.
she like
How
grew
old is
up-
she? Is she like 25? Above
She's
25?
25. Yeah, she's 2 years older than me.
I find that everyone that's like above 25, they just want to go on Big Brother.
Yeah, so she grew up watching it, obviously, and then it got cancelled for a long time. And then when she found out that it was making a comeback, she was like, this is my purpose in life. This is my calling. I'm going to make this happen. And she spent so long on the application process, like watched all these previous people's YouTube videos and like what to do, what not to do. Applied. I think she might have got through the first round or something, and then the second round she just like got eliminated. And I was like, damn, it's a fucking cutthroat world. So
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
that was her life goal, and she was really trying, and she still fucked. So
But I feel like if you're too like I need this. Like, there's been so many times where like, for example, this season, there's been a couple of times where my girlfriends, like there's some of her friends that like applied, but like they're literally saying to her, I fucking need this show. Like I need it. Like they're so, and they don't get it. And I'm like, I feel like if you need it that much, it's not gonna happen.
do you think that they need it because they want followers or because they want to find love?
100%. No, 100% it's followers. But I would say, like I'll be lying to you if I said that I didn't go on the show as well, knowing that I was gonna get a little bit of clout after. But for me, I went in there as well for the experience, bro. You're in fucking Spain. Like that was my first time going international anywhere. So you're in fucking Spain. You're tanning all day. Like, why wouldn't you want to fucking go? And then if you find love, I did not think I would find any love whatsoever.
And now you're loved up.
And now I'm fucking loved up.
That's a king up right there.
That
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty fun.
Benny, maybe we need to get you on Love Island.
I'd say so.
I think I might have burnt the bridge with them.
That was so funny though.
It took me like 2 months to reply. My reply was so shit. I was just like,
Wait, what did you say? in
I
your
said
response?
something like my fucking. Oh, thanks, I'm flattered, but like my rig's nowhere near up to par for that show. Because I had one of the girls from Love Island, like season 2 or 1 or something, tell me like, yeah, if you don't have abs, there's no way they'll let you on the
Yeah,
show.
but that's bullshit. I feel like now they're getting like more people that like have like average bodies, just to,
like you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly like me. So yeah,
Did you get to see any of the new applicants? Like, did you get to see their interviews and like?
I
be
didn't
like,
get to see any of it. I wish I did, but I was told. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it. I'll say it anyways. I was told that there was a couple of people that we know.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's been a couple people that like we've kind of connected dots to. But yeah, like there's we got told that there's actually a lot more people from Adelaide now.
Yeah,
I was
right.
told because I think Claudia was the first one from Adelaide ever.
yeah,
So,
true.
so my girlfriend was the first one ever to go on from Adelaide. So I think I have like a lot more people from Adelaide now. But yeah, there's a couple of controversial ones.
I should get some people from Albury Wodonga.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would just make the show.
But
Like,
then again, you
and
might
just
have
give
you
them
might have
Bundy
burnt the
every
bridges
night.
as well.
I probably burnt the bridge for the entire Albury Wodonga as well. Because they just left me on red after I said that. They're just like, get this fuck.
That's fine.
Like, we were being generous even saying you
They
could come
probably
on.
fucking thought I was the biggest twat as well because I was like, Liam told me he was like, I'm not going on the show just for my ego, just so I know. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, fuck it, I'll ask them. Whatever.
Yeah, and then when they never said anything, I was like, great. Yeah, go on fucking Love Island. Yeah, well, I think the first question, just ripping into some questions for you, that me and everyone, and you've already told me, but for the listeners,
yeah.
everyone always wonders. You see you guys drinking at the end of the night, getting silly.
Yeah.
How many beers do they let you have? For everyone listening.
One drink.
One.
So it's for
What?
show.
It's awful. Like, so this is the thing. It's hard. I don't know why, because I'm like, bro, if you want content, get people
Yeah.
fucked. Like, that's what
Like
that's-
maths.
Yeah, exactly like
Yeah.
maths. But they don't do it on the show. You get one drink, and it no bullshit. It is the shittest beer you ever
What is
fucking
it? Just
taste.
like a local.
I think so.
Spanish
I think that's
beer?
what it is. But it tastes so bitter, and it's just fucking disgusting. And
So you're just like vortexing them.
pretty much.
So
Like,
do they hand them out and like there's
hand
no
them out,
more
like, here you go. Yeah,
spares?
it's pretty much for the cameras. Like, do you know how? I don't know if you guys seen it, but we do like a cheese, like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, let's
Yeah.
go enjoy the night. That's all it's for. And then
That's
people
fine.
just like drink it, and they're so disgusting. But you do get the occasional ones where like my missus at the time would be like, "Fuck, this tastes like shit." But
Yeah,
give it to me, give it to me. I'll fucking
Yeah, do you
neck
find
it.
yourself just like taking
Yeah, bro,
beers?
100%. If there was been a couple of times, I would say this, that like, I've seen like one that was there and I would like look around, I just neck it and I'll put it down and be like, where did my beer go? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can touch it.
One beer. That's just like
It's
that's
brutal.
Yeah.
You need get people. I think
Like,
Love
that's
Island
the
UK. They
biggest
do.
blue ball ever. Like, imagine just having that thirst for just one beer and then
It's just for
that's
the
it.
shot. And
Yeah,
like,
it's fucked.
and it would be so much more fun if you're just allowed to drink.
I
there.
know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's honestly fucked.
They should have goon night, goon and juice night. Everyone gets a goon bag, and they do like first to finish gets like a night in the hideaway or whatever. Like Austin,
Maybe
finish the whole goon bag, Austin, and you and Claudia can go into the hideaway.
Do the producers like do they have much contact with you? Like, are they telling you phrases that they want you to hit or like what to talk about in certain scenarios? Because I feel like when I watch a reality show and something happens like conveniently,
We've been watching Too
I'm
Hot
like-
to Handle.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, obviously the producers just like say this or do that.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
that-
Too Hot to Handle is a lot. Like
Yeah.
they get told to do a lot of shit, but in Love Island, not really.
Yeah.
Like I remember the most that I know they got told told someone what to do would be my girlfriend's very. I love her to death, but she's very. If we're in an argument, she will not make the first move to go like resolve it. Like it'd be me. So there was a time where on the show where I would make the first move. But there was one specific time where we had an argument, and I was like, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not fucking going to her. If she wants to resolve, she comes to me. And the producers like brought her aside. I was like, Claudia, I know like you know you don't like him at this point, but go to him. Try to resolve it. You know, I'm sure it'll blow under the bridge. She's like, nah, not doing it. Not fucking doing it.
Yeah.
And like they will like persuade you that way. But as in like anything, the most they will tell you to do is like go talk to someone. That's it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, maybe you should like if you had beef with someone, they'll be like, maybe go talk to him, like settle it or something.
Is
like
it
that.
weird talking to someone and trying to establish a relationship knowing there's just cameras on you?
Yeah, it's very
Like, do you feel like you're just not yourself?
to an extent, yeah, but I feel like that was it. It was also good because we didn't have phones. That was the other good bit as well. It's like because we didn't have phones, like we would just constantly just talk. I always said that from Love Island, we got the best versions of ourselves because there was no phones, there was no contact to family. Like everyone was just their pure self. But you obviously when you're there, you can't help but have in the back of your mind that there's cameras there. But sometimes you forget. Like it's like the cameras are so It's be like that, but it'd be like that in a bush. Like they're so small, and you won't be like you can't even look at it. But the only time you would look at it is if you would know is that if you're talking about something juicy and you just hear. The camera's just looking at you like, oh fuck, here we go. They're gonna fucking use this now.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
I feel
funny.
like I would just be like so conscious of it the whole time, like how I looked, and I wouldn't be able to just be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be talking like, so you come here often?
Yeah,
I
no.
like I'd be talking like.
I
with
think
my
at the
fucking muscles.
just get cramps and shit and flexing. But no, at the start you're very conscious, and then towards the end, I think because you're so sleep deprived, you don't give a fuck, and you're just like, oh, whatever.
That was the other thing I was going to get into that you were telling me in Japan is like that the hours that you're awake is ridiculous.
Fuck.
That I was shocked about.
Yeah, it was.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I will. I got told that we were going to sleep. Don't quote me on this, but
Because there's no clocks, right?
there's no clock. So there's clocks around the villa, but they're all wrong. So we have phones, and all the phones are in different times.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so no one knows what the fucking time is. But I was told we were going to sleep at around 3, 4 in the morning, getting up at like 11, 10. Yeah, it was like,
That's fucked.
yeah, it was fucked. And so
Surely that's like illegal or some shit.
I don't know, but the thing, because we had a thing called a dark day. And in the dark day is when like all producing stops and all, so it gives the producers and the fucking cameramen a rest.
Yeah,
and it gives you a
yeah.
rest. Bro, no word of a lie, you'd sleep for 18 hours.
Yeah.
What do you
18,
do?
20
Just
Nothing.
you get a day off.
Day off pretty much. And it's like, at the time, you're not conscious of it. So you're like, oh, I'm fucking fine. But like, as soon as your head hits that fucking bed,
Yeah.
gone. Like there was one time where, so we get split up. So sometimes either the girls or the boys would go to a hotel. And the time that I went to a hotel to go sleep, slept from like, we got there at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I slept till 11, got woken up from a knock on my door. What do you want for breakfast? Told him what I want. Slept till 12, came back to breakfast, and then slept again till 3, got lunch, slept till fucking 4.
Fuck.
It was like, the whole day was just you
Did
sleeping.
it take a toll on your mental health when you're in there? Did you start to feel like you're going crazy?
Nah. I think it was
Mate, you're in a fucking villa.
no,
you're
because the thing is,
staying,
what
like-
they're really good at is that they're really good at like their psychology, like beforehand. Like they make sure that you are well prepared before going into the show.
Because sometimes if I don't go on my phone all day, I'm like, I get a little bit anxious for like what I've missed. And I can't imagine what it would be like of months of that. Like, what is that like where you're like, oh, fuck, who's messaged me who doesn't even know
Bro,
I'm
so
here?
when we're in the villa, the Queen died and we had like no idea.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so it was fast. But like when you go on a dark day, you're allowed to go on the TV. So like you can
Oh,
you can
get the
go on the
news.
news and shit. But like that's the only reason why like we knew is if we went on the news. Other than that, we had no fucking idea.
Austin's dark day was just him having a wank.
Bro, not even. You are that fucked. Like you're that tired, and it's like it just hits you as soon as you hit the hotel. You can be like hyperactive, like, oh bro, that was fucking sick. Like, you know, this and that.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit the hotel, and it got to a point where like
It's probably all the beers.
probably yeah, throughout the season as well, like you would look forward to the dark day. Like you're like, bro, I can fucking sleep. Like
Well-
it was fucked.
Speaking of days and having a wank, what was the shagging like on the show? If you can talk about that.
Yeah, no.
Were people fucking on Love Island?
No. So,
What?
So we got told.
So people fuck on Too Hot to Handle more, and Too Hot to Handle you get
100%.
fined.
Yeah, 100%. So on Love Island, I reckon 2 people fucked on the show. It was like, but we got told that the season before, or the season before that, bro, there was like people doing it in the shower, people doing it in the pool. Like it was like a full fuck fest.
So is there rules against it, or just like people?
You just
weren't
have to
doing it?
consent.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So it's like it's a little bit of a I don't know. I don't know how you'd say, but before you're about to have sex, you have to say on the microphone, "I consent to Austin having sex
yeah.
with me," and then it's a good way to do it. But like, I just feel like it's a bit of a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Like if you're like getting into it, you're like, "Oh yeah, wait, you gotta get on microphone." I consent. Like that's like it's
Yeah.
just, I
And
feel
then
like-
you'd be like, "Fuck, people are watching this."
yeah,
as
exactly.
well.
But what was good about this season is that if you're in bed, we had buttons, and so whenever like you'd started like things start to get hot and heavy, and you were going to do some shit, you'd press the buttons, and that's your consent.
Sex stuff.
Yeah.
So was there ever like a 10 on 10 person villa orgy? Everyone's just
Everyone's
pushing
hitting
their
buttons.
buttons.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was like, I mean, not many people had sex, but you could hear like obviously other shit as well.
Yeah.
And there's been like,
You could hear a bit of like kissy kissy whisper whisper.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
been like this. There has been like times where like people have like come up to me and was like, "Fuck!" Like we could hear you like the whole night. I was like, oh, shit. It was fucking. It was really bad. But that's all you hear is just kissing and like fucking talking and moaning and shit, but nothing.
You spoke a bit before about not having phones or contact
Yeah.
from the outside world. So what was it like when you finished up the show and you got back, and it was it like a wave of like
Right.
just like everything all at once, people messaging you, and you've also got to deal with like this newfound like stardom pretty much.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was exactly how it was. It was like this just wave. Like I remember when I first got my phone, turned it on, and then the first thing I did was obviously FaceTime my mum, and I was like, bro, what a fucking experience. It was
Yeah.
just fucked. And like you have like 100 things to say because like so much to say. And especially with this season because it was pre-recorded. So like when it came out of it, like we didn't have any of the clout. Like it was just, you pretty much went back to normal, but it just came back to where you were with just a tan.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it was like. But very disconnected. Like there was so much that you fucking missed out on.
Yeah.
But I think family was the number one. Was like that's like I wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to fucking FaceTime my mom, do everything like that. But
How long was it before like you got back till the show came out?
I think it was like 2-3 months.
Yeah, right. So you just couldn't say anything, or
Nothing. Yeah, they were just like I just had to say I went on a holiday.
Yeah.
But I was really bad. I told everyone. They're like, "Oh, why are you so tan?" I was like, "I was on Love Island." Like I honestly gave zero fucks. I was like, "They're gonna fucking find."
So
out
you
soon."
weren't worried that they had the government pigeon spies watching and monitoring? what
No,
you're
no, I
saying?
was, but you just if you think about it like that, then I feel like you make yourself more scared. So if you just act like normal, then nothing will happen.
Yeah, fuck. Surely this was like incriminating yourself, but did you tell your mates like, oh yeah, I won? Like,
No, because I didn't know.
put heaps of money.
Didn't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so they with this season because it was pre-recorded. This is quite funny. So the video that you saw of us winning was pre-recorded. So all the top 3 had to record themselves of them winning.
Oh,
Yeah, it
so
was
you didn't.
fucked.
Oh, fuck.
And so
Oh, so you had to like pretend you won. even
Yeah,
if you
pretend
didn't.
you won. Yeah.
Wow.
exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
What the
but,
fuck?
But what was good about it as well was that when they announced it, they announced that they didn't give you an order. So like you could kind of like play onto that. So like they'll be like, and the winner is Austin. Like you had no idea who was next. So like you could, I guess, kind of play into that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was all pre-recorded. I think they're doing the same thing this
So
season.
how
as well.
did you find? Did you find out like
When everyone
live?
else did?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've got like a full video of my phone of like my whole family like sitting there and like in front of the TV and shit like that. It was
that's
pretty
kinda
cool.
cool that
It
they
is
got
very
that,
cool. What was cool about this season as well is that like you got to see like everything happen. Like you didn't just come back from the show then bang, but here's your popularity. This is what you
Yeah.
fucking done and shit like that. So it was like you got to see the slow progress into it and shit like that. So
Were there any moments where you're like, "Fuck, why did I say that?
Yeah,
Like,
there's been
why
a-
did I do that?"
yeah, there was. There's been a couple of times where I would say it, especially like now when you're rewatching it, and like my missus would get mad at me for saying something dumb. I'm like, oh, why the fuck would I say that? But like, yeah, I mean, it's always gonna happen. But yeah,
Well, moving forward to, and you'll know what this is because you're a long-time fan
Beer
of the
review?
show. No.
Fuck.
No. We've got our second favorite segment of the show.
What is it?
Can you guess what it is?
no.
Rave review.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
rave!
Let's go.
Who's got the story now?
Well, that's the specialty of you being a
Surprise.
guest.
Is that
We are extending upon you the opportunity to tell us a story. What's it got written down here? A good party story that you have had since being on the show, or cool experiences that you've gotten to do, and just talk about that as a rave review. Whether it's you first time going out, drinking when you came back from the show, and then you had all the like
or
girls
just first time
signs.
drinking ever.
Yeah.
That could be one.
Anything. If you want to take it away, if you've got nothing for it, we can make something up. Or
Yeah.
Got nothing you can talk about first day back drinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we want to extend to you, our guest, the opportunity to have a rave review.
I can tell you the first time that I went out after the show, after like the whole, because the thing is, we stayed in for a long time, and people would like the first couple of episodes came out, but people didn't know who you were. Holy fuck! When people knew who you were, no bullshit. I went out with my mates, and it was no word of a lie. I love when people come up to me and like ask me for a photo, talk to me this and that. I love it. But there was this one time in the club where I was at the entrance for 3.5 hours
Fuck.
talking. Yeah, just getting photo. It was like in the movies, bro.
Yeah,
it was like you
yeah.
take a photo here, and you're like, oh, it's over here, and they're like, let's grab you. Like, oh, another photo here, another photo. It was fun. It was the whole thing for 3 hours, and I just ended up telling myself, I was like, boys, fucking go into the D floor, and I'll find you there. But
yeah, so you would at those times, I'm assuming, just wish you could transform into Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
and do
exactly.
360s.
I'm so glad you fucking know like who these people are as well. It's so fucking funny. But I think let me see if I can think of another time.
Is it worse when it's you and Claudia together?
Fuck yeah, it's bad because you know what it is. It's like they see me and I'm quite tall, so I stand apart from the crowd.
It's 5'8" tall.
Yeah. Is it not tall? So I would stand like, you know, pretty high from the crowd. And be, oh my god, Austin. Oh my god, they fucking love Claudia, and they will just.
Because she's a short
Yeah,
queen.
exactly. So she'll be like. There's been times where like she's gone clubbing and like no one's noticed her because she's so short. But they'll see me, Claudia. Oh fuck, they're still together, and they would come up to us and stuff. But
You ever get any weird fan messages? Oh, actually, before we say that, what are we rating that first time going out with all the 3.5 hour?
fuck, rating
Right.
it, I would give it. Maybe like a 6, because obviously, like you still want to
Good and bad.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
you still want. It was like bittersweet.
Were you getting shouted drinks and stuff? Or
That
told
was
to
the
go to
only
places?
good bit. I fucking shouted that many drinks. Like, there was this one bloke who just kept coming up to me. He goes, "I feel so sorry for you, bro. Let me buy you a fucking another one." And I'm like, oh, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "All right, whatever."
Sometimes I'll get those where like people come up and get me a drink, but then like it's never just a drink. It's always like they want it to talk to you for the whole night.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked.
But yeah, I'm not. I was
Do
celebrity.
you are you when people come up to you, do you like give them the time of day, or do you kind of like
No,
Yeah,
Liam tries to fight him.
Yeah, I have been in a big habit lately of trying to fight them. Nah, I'm actually pretty good, and I think anyone listening who's never met me would agree with that. I'm actually
Unless-
really good.
When you're fucking smashed, you're like, which is fair enough, because when people are drunk, you just don't even realize when people are speaking to you.
Yeah.
And then Liam will just be like, "Ugh," and like walk past someone, and then there's a few times there when people are like, "Oh, fuck that cunt," and I'm like, "Well, what do you expect?" He's
Ben had a
fucking
big go at this
smashed.
chick once.
Yeah, I like tore strips off this girl because she was
Really?
like, "Oh, what a fucking rude cunt," and I was like, "Hang on, like he doesn't owe you fucking shit.
Yeah, fucking
he's
no.
like shit faced. What do you expect from him?"
Yeah, exactly
anyways.
right.
But those times are few and far between. If you meet me and I'm sober, I'm 100 out of 100 times nice and give people the time of day.
yeah, I can't do it. Like I can't.
I know people who turn down photos all the time. I've
Can't-
never once said no.
Can't do that, eh? I can't be like, like, if someone comes up to me, even if someone like just asked for a photo, I'd always be like, so how's your day? What have you been up to? What are you doing here? Like, I always fucking talk. And that's what makes me bad when I go out with, because like, it's not just a photo. It's like a photo and fucking, and talking as well.
And a
shit
life
that.
story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I fucking go wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes I hate when people come up and they're like the fucking dudes at KFC that time, and like they're rude to people around me. They like came up to me and then they're like,
Oh,
Dale,
yeah.
give us a photo. And like, they're just so rude. And then to
Yeah.
Zach and Ben, they're just like, oh, take this.
Yeah.
Like
that's
when
pretty
people like that,
fucked.
fuck off. But
Yeah.
yeah, majority of people are nice. Sometimes I hate when people are like, oh, TikTok man, or like, are you famous?
TikTok.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just say no. If people
Yeah.
are like, oh, you.
I always say no. I'm exactly the
Yeah,
same.
it's just like, what do you want me to say to that? Like,
Yeah.
are you famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Yeah,
so
right.
famous.
We've got a fucking million on TikTok. Where the fuck did you know me?
I'm a billionaire as well.
Was that night you went out? Is that in Adelaide or
Yeah,
back
Adelaide.
yeah, right.
Adelaide, you call it the worst because Adelaide's so small.
Yeah.
And so you call it bad. And also as well, like,
You know what they call Adelaide?
what?
Aubrey on the water.
No, do they?
I do.
But yeah, because Adelaide's so, and like who do you even know? Who do you know that's come out of Adelaide?
Lachlan and Jackson
Yeah, the
Fairbairn.
Fairbairns.
Okay, aside from them,
That's
Tex
it.
Walker.
Nick Murray.
I'll just go fuck myself.
Ned McHenry. No, well, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad.
Have you been out in Melbourne or Sydney since?
Been out,
your-
yeah.
Yeah.
That was all right. It's definitely better in Melbourne and Sydney than Adelaide to go out to.
Still? Like, is it still fucked in Adelaide?
Yeah. It's still pretty. I wouldn't say it's bad, but like surprisingly still get a lot of attention like to this day.
Because you got a pretty recognizable face, I feel like. Like, if Ben Christopher walks down the street,
Yeah.
everyone knows him.
Blend
Because
in
look at
with
that
every
face.
other.
You
Yeah,
can't forget
just
that.
an
Yeah, no,
average
exactly
show.
right. But yeah, it's still pretty. It still happens quite a lot. Even like at the airport today, there's been a couple of times where.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just walk past and Austin, can I get a photo? Yeah, of course.
Fuck
What
yeah.
did the
Yeah.
fam think of the whole ordeal?
They fucking loved it, bro. My mum, no bullshit. There was like one season where like I watched a couple of episodes with her, and she would always tell me, she's like, "You're gonna fucking go on the show," and I was like, "There's no way I'm getting on this fucking show." And she's like, "I'm telling you, you're gonna get on it." And so when
Oh, so she called it.
she
from way
called
back.
it way back.
Maybe she told the people to message on
Probably.
Instagram.
Yeah.
No, she's like a little insider. But no, I remember when I told her, she was stoked. She was like, fuck yeah. And
So there was no family members that were giving you shit?
no one. No
That's
one.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
she
was.
got
It
some
made it.
support.
I know there was a couple of people in this series that was like their family members were like didn't want it to go on. They were disappointed and then this and that. So
Oh, yeah, I've definitely got some cousins that are pretty bogan Aussie that if I went on Love Island, would be
they
like,
were, yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too. I thought like because obviously you have like that one uncle or that that will
Yeah.
fucking tease, but they were fine.
I guess because you
Fucking
won
killer.
it, people can't really say anything.
Yeah,
It's like you didn't go on and get eliminated straight away because no one
Yeah.
would couple up with you.
bro, that was fine. So the first guy that got eliminated, Andre. I remember going to the show. He would always come up to me and be like, "I don't want to get out first. Like, I don't want to get out first. I don't want to get out first." And guys haven't seen it, but Claudia actually gets a fake dumping. So my girlfriend goes out first, and I remember when she left, he came up to me and was like, "Bro, thank God I wasn't the first one." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then she ended up coming back, and he was the first one to go. So I was like, "Fuck,
Oh,
shit, go,
fuck.
shit, fucking go."
Jesus.
But yeah,
Zachy, your time to shine, buddy, because it's our actual favorite segment of the show.
beer review.
So give us, where have you gone and what have you done this
Ooh.
week?
Well, this one's interesting because
Sorry, first, what
Can
is
I
a beer
interrupt?
review?
Can I
oh
interrupt?
yeah,
The beer review is for anyone new to the show, which if you are, just fucking take a good hard look at yourself. Beer review is where Zach just goes on an adventurous mission to collect a beer for Liam to taste and then give a rating. Some of the past conquests that he's gone on have included
Going to
Antarctica,
Thailand.
meeting aliens,
Finding
fucking-
the actual Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar.
And then last week, I probably did the best one of all time, according to
true.
myself. So
Yeah.
good luck topping that one, Zach.
Yeah, no, I'm on stiff competition here. I'm in the shadow of a giant right now. But yeah, this one's actually kind of
Like Titan.
a titan. A titan, you might say. Yeah, this one's weird because so you guys were talking about Japan earlier, and that's like where you guys met.
I've been there. I've been to Japan.
Yeah. No, so have I. This is what
Oh,
I was.
wow.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Yeah. So
I know what
weirdly
the
enough,
beer is.
I know what it is too.
yeah, you think you do. All right. So this week's beer review actually takes place in Japan. I've never told anyone this, so just keep it hush hush. Don't tell anyone. But I used to be a part of the Yakuza.
Wow.
Yeah, like
We
the
actually went to a bar.
Japanese mafia.
Explain what the accuser is.
Yeah,
just
well,
for
they're
the
like
listeners.
Japanese mafia, basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
If you see someone in Japan with tattoos, then-
Run.
yeah, like Liam. Anyway, I don't know like why they let me in because I'm pretty sure you have to be Japanese and I'm not Japanese at all, but whatever, they let me in. So in the Yakuza, I was in this part, like this section of the Yakuza where I was in this group where we basically had to work as mercenaries. So like if someone wanted something done and had the money, then we'd just do it, like whatever they wanted us to do. And so one day I was hanging with my crew in the back of some dingy butcher when an old guy comes in begging for help. He says he's a farmer and needs help with some kids that keep breaking into his farm and stealing fruit. Straight away, I'm thinking, oh shit, this guy wants us to kill some fucking kids. Like I'll do anything, and I mean anything for cash. Punch your grandma, done. Drink a glass of pickle juice, done. I'd kill Liam if someone had enough money for it.
It's true.
But this killing kids might be too far even for me. So the guy's going on and on about these little shits that keep stealing his watermelons, where, and then he just says that he wants us to kill the kids. And I looked at my colleagues and plead with them. There's no way we can do this. No amount of money is enough to clean this blood from our hands. Surely not. Surely they don't make us do this. And then he says what he'll pay us in. Tells us he'll pay us in beers. So instantly all my morals go out the window. I go to the farm, kill the kids, drink all the beers, and kept one for today.
That was good. Fucking hell, your morals went out the window. Quick, didn't it?
Real quick.
Was it like Anakin in Star
Oh,
Wars
yeah.
where he just murders the younglings?
Ooh.
Yeah, murdered the younglings. See? You guys thought it was going to be a Sapporo or an Asahi.
Yeah, I
I did.
saw.
Yeah.
I
I was
saw he.
thinking either those or a 196.
Ah, true.
One
No,
man
no,
six
yeah,
for
that's
the-
good call.
good.
But no,
Orion.
I thought it was something interesting.
Okinawa's Craft the Draft is what it says.
Maybe, yeah,
For
describe
those
the can.
wondering, it's a silvery white can
Oh, you can
with
show it to the camera.
with the gold detailing.
Oh,
Quite
yeah,
nice
maybe
can.
just do like a... Today we're reviewing... Thingo.
Today I'm reviewing Orion, Japan's bestest beer ever.
Is that what it says?
Nah.
Oh.
Ooh, bit quick for me.
Going in for
Have
the
you
sip.
had? Did you guys drink these over there?
No.
What were you drinking?
Bro, so when we were at Japan, there was like no bullshit. Like, it was like 9% of alcohol drinks for like $2.
Are they in the
Oh.
vending machines?
Nah, it's you get it from like servos and shit. But it was like proper.
Get me to
And then it's
Japan.
$15
Right.
So
Can we
cheap.
all do
So,
a trip
yeah,
there?
we
I'm
should.
so, I want to go
Right,
so
it was
bad.
there was no because we had the can there, and then Liam was like, "Does this say it's fucking $2?" And I was like, oh, "Holy fuck, it does!" And he goes, "What?" And we looked at it, 9% of
$2
alcohol.
can't get you a can of fucking Coke here.
If you have 500 yen, which is 500 yen's $5.
Yeah,
If you have 500 yen there, you have enough for a good night.
yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, verdict on the beer. How are you feeling about it? What's it taste like?
It tastes like
That's pretty standard.
what the samurais in Japan would drink back in 1216 when they'd have a big pot and they would just stir it with a big paddle.
That does make sense. The guy that gave me the beer, I'm pretty sure he was a samurai in a, like, in
Past
his-
life.
No, he like not a past life, like 30
Oh.
years ago, and now
Wow.
he's just a farmer. Yeah, he's just too
Wow.
old. He
Yeah,
can't
I don't
keep
really
kids
have
himself.
too much to say
And he was
about it.
working at the Rise of Bottle.
I think it's quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty easy drinking.
Yeah, very fucking easy.
Oh, we still need a whiteboard.
Oh, true. We're a joke
Everyone-
of a podcast.
Donate us money to the podcast bank card so we can get a
Oh,
whiteboard.
giveaway winner. Someone won the. Xbox,
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
we
way.
should say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone won the Xbox, which we announced 2 weeks ago on our Instagram, but
Yeah.
that happened.
Wasn't it like 3 days ago?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this
when
will
this
come out in
comes
like
out.
2 weeks.
Ah,
That beer, I really have not much else to say about it. Pretty lost for words about that one. It tastes
It
pretty.
tastes
It kind
like
of
a
blends
fu-
in with the
Tastes like beer.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
That-
like
A
beer.
good like generic beer.
Yeah.
That tastes like a farmer. Like I feel like you drink that in a hut. Like
I
you
feel
drink that
like
in a
the
hut in a
Japanese
field.
farmers are drinking this
Yeah,
and
like
saying,
this feels like a rice field. Fucking.
complaining about their work-life balance. That's what this tastes like. I'm gonna give it a.
Like I feel like
Just
a
nick it.
Sapporo, you have to eat in like a kind of like dingy, cool little
Yeah.
like city
Local,
place.
Very easy
yeah, like
drinking.
a local
It's creamy.
ramen shop.
ramen shop.
For a
That's
craft,
like
for a craft beer, it's fucking
Yeah,
good.
out of the farm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's
1.4 as
a
well.
8.1.
8.1.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good rating.
It's a good
Yeah.
score.
Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.
Righto, we should move on to some fan questions that we have.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is from Black Angel Emoji.
Fair.
Is that what it's called, or is it just the actual Black Angel emoji?
No, that's what her name was.
Oh,
Black.
right, there you go.
Yeah.
Sweetest thing you've done for Claudia, or vice versa.
Sweetest thing I've done.
Got her to watch Attack on Titan.
Fuck yeah, that was fucking elite, bro. Because the thing is, she went into anime like going into it. She's like, this is gonna be shit. It's gonna be like Pokemon. And I was like, no. It's
No,
just
no.
fucking elite. And she got into it, and it was. Do you know what the best is? Is when like I would come home, she'd be like, let's watch Attack on Titan. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yes, I fucking love that. So that'll be the sweetest thing she's done for me. What I've done for her, fuck. Oh, so okay, for her birthday. I got her, obviously got her gifts and stuff, but I like to do activities. And so I did this. She loves mugs, loves collecting them and all that stuff. So
Mugs?
mugs, like tea
Oh, yeah.
mugs. And so what we did is that I set up like this little clay thing, like in the park. And we had like little nibblies and we got to make our own mugs with clay.
Oh,
and shit.
nice.
Yeah,
Fucking
Fuck.
date me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So, to all the boyfriends listening out there,
There you go. There's
fucking
one for
step
you.
your game up.
Okay, this one's from Jacob Gleason. Do you have much downtime on the island, or are you always in front of the camera? Kind of.
I guess you kind of already answered.
I think
this.
that's something
Yeah.
that you said to me as well
Oh,
that I
yeah.
noticed is it's very boring.
Bro, it's so fucking boring because you have to realize that like it's not just you there. It's like there's like other people there. So like if you don't have a problem, someone else has a problem. So like
Yeah.
you know, it's you would go. I would say close to 80% of your day is like just spent doing fuck all. It's fun unless it's a challenge. Unless it's a challenge, the challenge takes up the whole day. But if 80% of the day you're just literally just in the pool tanning.
How long were you there for all up?
I think like 2 months,
Yeah,
close to
right.
2 months, something like that. So, but it was fucking good. But yeah, bro, so like more than enough.
Yeah, no phone, no
Yeah,
drinking.
exactly. So you're just in the pool,
No
or
beers.
tanning. Yeah, no beers.
I got another one from Liam Dowling.
Wow.
If Claudia wasn't on the show, who would you have covered?
Oh yeah. No worries. So I'm gonna go with the good old no comment on that.
Plead the fifth.
But honestly, I'm not just saying this because Claudia will be listening. I honestly, so even before going to the show, I knew who Claudia was. So I think I told you this in the master interview. So Claudia was like first pick from day dot. The only reason why I didn't choose her because she didn't step forward for me. But even like before the show, bro. So we had like, the master interviews, and in the master interviews, you do like hi, my name's Austin. I'm 21 years old. I do this and this, right? And in those days, we get given a bag, and inside the bag has our clothes, what they want us to wear for the day. But at the front of it, it says like a picture of you and your name. And I remember I had left my jacket upstairs when it all had finished, and right next to my jacket was Claudia's bag. And so I knew who Claudia was before going to the show, because this was like 2 months before like we went off to Spain. And so I remember walking into the villa, all that was on my mind was find Claudia, find Claudia, find Claudia, find Claudia, find Claudia. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was fucked. So I
right.
knew who she was way before the show. And obviously I had to I went on Instagram.
That's a bit of
and
a
was
meet
like,
cute.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck, Claudia, okay, just try to find someone that looks like her.
Yeah.
But she lives in fucking Adelaide. There was no way I was finding her. So yeah.
Well, to kind of move past the whole Love Island saga, because I'm sure that you're tired of talking about it. What are the plans now? What is next in the Austin life?
Oh fuck, that's a great question. Honestly, I want to try to focus on YouTube. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do YouTube. I would love to make a a secondary channel. I've always wanted something to do with the boys as well. Like I took a lot of inspiration from you with this whole podcasting as well.
Thanks.
I've always wanted to do something with my mates, and because I'm in Adelaide, the only thing I can think of was gaming and shit like that. So I wanted like this FIFA thing with them and like kind of just play with them because they're fucking hilarious as well. But honestly, not much. It's pretty much focused. Like majority of my time's on YouTube. I will be releasing as well like a PT course. Just for anyone that wants to online PT course, anyone wants to like work on themselves. But honestly, just YouTube because I fucking love editing, love recording. I love just spending hours in front of the computer, trying to make it funny and trying to, showing off.
I think you've definitely got the personality for it.
Yeah,
like
fucking
and
oath.
like you're you're very good speaker and stuff.
Oh,
so I
thank
even
you.
think doing your own podcast would be something.
Oh
that you
yeah,
definitely do.
podcast would be something because I would love it like again with the boys. I just feel like if you do it with your mates, it's so much like it's just so fun.
And
It's
if you have
so
fun
fucking
doing it, then like you'll just never want to quit.
yeah, exactly, and
You never really burn out.
yeah. So that's kind of the plan right now.
So everyone, go get around the YouTube channel. Go get around
Yeah.
Austin's YouTube channel.
Yeah, and stay tuned for the PT course. If you
Yeah.
want to get fucking shredded
wanna
like
be
Austin.
If you want to look like this, you know where to find it.
Sleeper Bill.
Yeah.
We do have some top threes that we have
Oh, yeah.
pre-selected for the listeners and the viewers. So first up, we have, this is from Max Morton. Top 3 hangover cures. Austin, do you want to kick us off?
For top 3, I only got one.
Yeah, we got one each.
Or one each,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
one
okay.
each, yeah.
So, I mean, this is just fucking a zinger box.
Yeah, that's
I
that's a
fucking,
lot,
I
yeah.
reckon a zinger box.
It's on the Mount Rushmore of hangover cures.
Right. I reckon it's like peak. Like you're not crazy. You just want a greasy, just fucking
Yeah.
zinger box. Oh,
And you always go into it thinking this will make me feel better.
it doesn't.
And you feel
It
so
never
much
does.
worse
It never does.
after you finished it.
What do you got for us, Ben?
Well, you go first because I think I went a bit more.
Okay. My pick for the top 3 hangover cures is a shank. And for those who are wondering what that is, it's a shower wank. A good like cold shower even. Cold shower wank.
Cold shower.
Wow.
It's a bit of work to get up.
That's what I was gonna say. How the fuck can you get that
But
up?
the payoff at the end is you're not
must
even
be
thinking
unreal.
about how shit your headache is when that's done because that's a fucking workout. So I'm gonna lock in
Yeah.
a shower wank.
That's a good one actually.
Yeah.
I've gone for 2 schooners of alcoholic ginger beer at the pub in the sun.
Yeah.
If it's sunny outside, just go back to the pub. 2 schooners, and especially they're so easy to drink. Like it's not beer, it's not like you're harsh.
It's like light and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
get
you
it down easy.
You just drink it at your own pace, and then you're feeling way better,
fucking
and then you
idiots.
get drunk.
Okay, a different one. These are the top 3 vehicles in the zombie apocalypse.
Am I going first?
You go first.
Righto. I've gone. Ripstick when they made that scooter where it's like the 2 legs and you're on the
What's it
Yeah.
called?
handlebar.
The power glide.
The power glide.
Yeah,
I've gone
bro.
that, but you're attaching swords to the wings.
That's fucking elite.
so you can just wiggle around and cut all the zombies' legs off, and
Yeah,
then they
That's
can't
fucking
get you.
good.
Okay, you go.
Okay, mine's a pretty big one. So obviously zombie apocalypse. What's iconic in the zombie apocalypse in a zombie world? The transit bus. So I've gone with the transit
yeah.
bus. That's your fucking way of like getting around. And then that was very similar to yours. On the wheels, I've got katanas.
Yeah.
Right? But here's the little fucking difference. It shoots out brains like that the zombies would get distracted, and then it has a
Oh,
machine
that's
gun on
fucking
top.
genius.
That way he's fucking just murder him.
Does that
Okay.
mean you have to kill people to get their brains? to
Yeah,
shoot 'em
obviously,
out?
but it's
Yeah.
like it's
You gotta do it.
You have to do it. It's a zombie apocalypse.
Morals are out the window.
Exactly.
It's like Zach with the Yakuza. All right, my pick for the best vehicle in the zombie apocalypse is a bit different, but I think you guys will understand when I justify it. The car from the Flintstones.
What?
Where they run. And I'll tell you why.
Okay, justify.
There's no fuel,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it goes forever. And it can get you around. And think about
Why
how
did it
fast
go
those cunts
forever?
go.
But what about when it's like you need to go up a rocky hill or some shit?
Well, yeah, you get people with big quads.
True.
You get the Austin Bulls in there.
No, it comes with Fred Flintstone as you drive it.
All right,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
The Flintstone car, no fuel. They're just like, oh yeah, this is my car. We just got to run.
So to the listeners listening, obviously, send in your guys' top 5s, top 3s, anything you want us to talk about, potential guests, because Zach, even though he does fuck all, he does sit on the Sunsesh Pod Instagram all day, and he does get back to pretty much every message. So if you got anything that you want us to talk about, send in a message, and we'll probably not listen and not do it. But
yeah, send in who you want to get in the guest hot seat next.
What just happened?
What?
are you drunk? That sounded so fast.
Send in who you want us to get in the guest hot seat next.
Yeah, right. That's better.
I got a bit of lockjaw right now. My jaw's super sore, so talking's kind of a bit tough.
Giving
right
away
now.
too many suckies.
We have another top 3.
Yeah, we do.
These are the top 3 activities to do with your mates sober when you're not drinking and you're doing dry July. Number 1 for me, drinking non-alcoholic beers as a group at the pub. That's actually what I wrote down.
I was going to say like any activity outside. So like golf, pick up basketball. We've been playing heaps of pick up basketball.
All of those
recently.
you play drunk.
It's fucking... But just elite. Being out in the sun, fucking...
Sucks.
Yeah.
I've
Austin
got
to you.
down losing to a bunch of kids on FIFA and telling them that they won't amount to anything.
That's a great...
Because FIFA rage is a real thing.
Yeah.
And I listening to you guys' podcast could relate to it so fucking much because it is actually legit, and especially
It's bad.
Do you guys know what pro clubs is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get into all that.
Okay,
fucking skill
that's
moves
fine.
and shit, though.
That will ruin friendships. Like if your best mate misses front on goal, you bet your ass the whole fucking 5 years of what the fuck are you?
It brings out the worst in you, doesn't it?
It's horrible, bro. It's
Especially
so
on pro
bad.
clubs, because it's one person making the mistake, and then it's like
Yeah.
it's like ganging up on that
It's
one
fucked.
person.
But you know what? It's like golf. Like it's like you would have like this like 6 games of just playing absolute shit, but then have one game and you've just
Yeah.
destroyed them. And like, okay, let's keep playing. Like
Yeah.
we're on momentum now. Let's keep fucking. And then
It's like crack.
yeah, it's fucked.
Not that I've ever done crack.
Speaking of crack and things that make you go, what the fuck? How about the aliens that have been discovered?
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? That's fucking crazy. I do have a theory on this though.
Let me guess your theory.
Go, dude. Go.
What's something weird that a nerd anime did? They're using the aliens to distract us from COVID, the Women's World Cup.
No, it's kind of along those lines. No.
How?
No. This is my theory, right? I reckon aliens are bullshit. I reckon I think aliens are bullshit, and I reckon what an alien is just a human from the future. Yeah, that's my theory. Because
You've been watching too much Black Mirror.
this is the thing. I watched his TikTok, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so obviously it's correct because the credentials. No, but this guy, and he said in the word alien, it has the word lie. And he goes, that's there for a reason. And he goes, he just reckons that this whole aliens thing is like a whole bunch of bullshit.
is he a flat earther?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes
so
a lot of
obviously, yeah, I believe that the earth is flat as well.
You do not.
So you know,
I'm kidding.
nah, aliens are like, there's definitely life
I
outside
think,
of,
yeah.
and people that don't agree with that are just fucking idiots.
would you
because-
fuck an alien if they came and they said, we want that guy?
Depends.
You could... So
But
do I
do I get anything? Like if
You get the bragging rights, and you're the first human and the only human to do it. That's the bragging rights.
probably not.
But,
surely that's
but
justifiable
It's a
to
good looking
call it.
alien. Like, she's a good looking alien.
Probably
And it's an
not.
experience.
If it was like you get given a fucking a gun or like like a flying saucer or like a UFO. I'd be
We'll
like,
say you get the portal gun from Rick and Morty.
fuck.
You cheating on Claudia with
100%.
the alien.
No. Not my call. Yeah, no.
So you wouldn't let her do it for the portal gun?
Oh yeah, fucking oath.
I guess it depends how they look. If they're like slugs
Oh, that'd be fucked.
from like The Simpsons,
would you?
yeah, fucking oath.
Well, okay.
If Queen Lizzie was still alive and she
Okay,
fucking said, "Do you want to have
who's-
sex with me?" I would.
Who's the one fictional character that you want to have sex with?
Fuck.
Mikasa from Attack on
I was
Titan.
Yeah.
thinking that. I was thinking Mikasa.
Or like the fish from Shark Tale.
Fish from Shark Tale is okay.
Or no, what's the goth chick from Kim Possible? Shigo.
Oh
Yeah.
Or Jessica. No, not Jessica. Who's Candace's friend in Phineas and Ferb?
Nala
blonde
from
one?
The Lion King.
The hippo from fucking Madagascar.
You just all glaze over the fact that Liam said he wanted to fuck Queen Lizzie.
I didn't say I want to. I said I would if she wanted to.
Yeah, he said that before.
Yeah, because
She'd give great suckies though. Well, like not
You'd think?
anymore.
RP to the greatest.
Would you really? Wouldn't she have to be with like one guy though?
Who's
She's the queen.
Nah, because she's the queen, she gets to do what she wants.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, she would shag.
I wonder how many. I'd like if there's like there's a few things that I would love to just have the answer to that I'll never get to know. How many boys did Queen Lizzie fuck? That's a question that I want to know.
What
And
are
I'd
your
find out-
estimates? Look, judging her,
What did she live for? 90 years.
I'm gonna go for maybe like 25.
25 blokes.
Yeah.
Not a
See,
chance.
nah.
You reckon less?
I reckon
Mate,
five
that would've been-
max.
Nah.
Yeah, there would have been
Really?
prunes in the royal
Nah,
family.
you know what though?
Because she got into the crown early.
Early,
age.
yeah.
Oh, did she?
She was like
Yeah.
in power at
Oh,
like 16
I
or
didn't fucking
something.
know.
Longest serving monarch ever, wasn't she?
But
Yeah.
I feel like in monarchies or something like that, there's like
Sex cults.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, aren't they
No,
fucked?
I reckon like she's got a tunnel from her fucking bedroom down to the sewers of Britain, of London, and then they like sneak in like homeless people, and she just fucks them.
Probably.
Like,
I'm
I
gonna
reckon
stick
it's
with
some
my
shit
answer
like
of
that.
5. I
Zach,
think that's more likely.
You're speaking from a guy that almost has experience in that field.
What?
Yeah, no, Queen Lizzie could definitely throw it back.
I need some fucking
didn't-
magnesium cream for my jaw.
You guys didn't answer the fictional character question.
Oh fuck.
Because there is some fucking hot.
This is
fiction-
incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Good
that's
answer.
standard.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I think I'm just gonna go with Mikasa
Yeah.
because I
Daddy.
just bro. She's like,
And
and,
the-
she can like fucking like
Throw
defend
down.
me as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she'd
yeah.
fuck someone up if someone like were to do anything bad to
Would
me.
Claudia agree with that? Would she be happy with that hall pass?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because what would her one be?
Ferb from Phineas and Ferb.
Probably, yeah. No, I don't know.
Mine
Who
might
would you-
even be what's his sister's name? Candace.
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 Just to fuck the annoying out
Perry
of
the
her.
platypus.
Fuck the snitchness out of her.
What would your one be, Ben?
Shigo from Kim Possible.
Yeah, actually
She's fucking hot ass.
Yeah, that's a fucking good
Mine would
one.
be the pink, Fairly Odd Parent. Cheeky
Get
Grant
fucked.
Wishes.
Your one's changed like 4 times. You know the voice actor of that followed me? Oh no, was it her? I don't know actually. The voice of Timmy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It was so random.
Yeah, well, I think that should do us. We're descending into some bad waters here, so let's just call it. Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on, Austin. You're a legend, and we really appreciate it. And also,
That's it.
I was going to say like 3 different things. No, everyone who's watching or listening, make sure to go subscribe to Austin's YouTube channel because
Yeah.
big things come. Are you going to do the typical influencer thing? Big things coming?
Yeah, big things
Stay
coming.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Big
Big
things
things
coming. Yeah, no, Austin is a legend of a bloke, and I think that you would all benefit from his content, his PT course, if and when that happens. Let's put a timestamp on it. 2 days away.
Yeah, 2 days, no worries.
Yeah, make sure also, if you're listening or watching, to subscribe to the channel that you're watching on. Follow us or favorite us on Spotify. Give us 5 stars or whatever it is. Follow the Instagram, Sunsesh Pod, Instagram.
And
That's-
YouTube.
That's where you can fucking ask questions. And the TikTok. All that shit. You know what to do. You're not dumb. Thanks
Send
for
in
watching.
messages, and you have the chance to get featured on the pod. So if you want your name read out, or if
And
you've
video
got
messages.
yeah, if you
Send
got
in
a
video
voice
messages.
memo, video messages.
If your video message is good enough, we'll call you and you can be on an episode.
Or
Well-
your video will just be in the YouTube video anyway.
We won't
Anyway.
do any of that. Yeah, please subscribe because we really, 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 really need it. Thanks for listening. See you. Bye. See ya.
Peace.
Bye.
Fuck me. This is fucked. What the fuck do we do now? Let's just keep on going. Keep on pretending. We'll all do it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I know. Fuck you. Fuck you. I love you guys. We should start a podcast.